Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Buenos tardes to los señores y señoritas. Bon après-midi à tout le monde. I'm trying to do this in all the languages, blah blah blah. And today we are doing a football vlog episode 8. Some results already, like Tottenham against Brighton Albion 2-2. Positive result for Brighton, for Tottenham. Boo. So respect to all my gunners and gunnerettes, to my coolers and culecitos. That mean you follow Barcelona or Arsenal Football Club. So let's go to some of the results today before I jump into some predictable future for tomorrow's to close the weekend for vlog episode number 8. And the English League, congratulations to Leeds United for taking care of Wolverhampton at the Molineux. Back-to-back losses for Wolverhampton at the Molineux Stadium, which is actually a bad record for them, by the way. I've never seen Wolverhampton in that type of shape. Been a while, but they have to patch things up. Congratulations to Burnley for holding off Nottingham Forest. When you lost Nuno Espirito Gomez, when you guys politically sacked him, we were expecting the repercussion of your action, and now it's happening. And Nottingham Forest is not performing like they were before. So you were able to still salvage a point, but not enough for what you're trying to achieve, which is to make it to the Europa League. I already discussed that Tottenham drew Brighton Albion 2-2 at the Amex Stadium. Tottenham, shame on you. But that's what we expect from you. So there is no surprise here from Spurs. Bird down. Fulham beat Brentford 3-1 at Craven Cottage. Respect to Fulham FC. For the big scoreline today in the English League, we had Manchester United surprisingly beating Chelsea in what I expected a draw out of. 2-1 to Manchester United, 1 to Chelsea, and both teams collected a red card. Player of the match was Bruno Fernandes as captain. Goals were scored by Casemiro and the same man who collected a red card. As for Chelsea, the red card was on the keeper, Robert Sanchez, who could not control his temperament, and he got punished for that severely. Jumping onto the Serie A, we had some scorelines. Udinese losing to AC Milan, who were the visitors, 3-0. Hellas Verona drew Juventus in a game which I expected Juventus to win, but unfortunately they could not seal the W. So in my prediction, I got that all wrong because I expected Juventus to perform well, but unfortunately, it didn't happen for them. The only prediction I got right in this game was actually I didn't get nothing right. So it's a complete loss. Moving on to La Liga, I give you guys Villarreal versus Osasuna. Villarreal won 2-1. I give you guys Valencia versus Atletico Bilbao. Bilbao shot themselves in the foot, collected a red card, and eventually losing the game. Now, the referee of this match was Miguel Ortiz. Nothing negative here to say. The man did his job. He just made the proper calls. There was no biasness. Fouls are foul. And if there is a foul, the player will be rewarded with a red card. Sevilla beat Deportivo Alaves 2-1. And Girona, I say Genoa, now I'm talking about El Calcio. Levante, another club from Valencia, 4-0 against Girona, double red card. A rare thing to see in a football game nowadays, but if you're not disciplined, again, you will be rewarded with a red card. Control your emotions, gentlemen. As for games that will be coming up tomorrow morning, I will start with in the Bundesliga. We had some result today. Bayern Munich, sorry about that, beat Hoffenheim 4-1. Hurricane with the double in the first half. And then we had RB Leipzig 3-1 against Cologne. 4-1 Mainz versus Augsburg. Hamburg 2-1 against Heidenheim. And then Werder Bremen losing to Freiburg. Surprising scoreline of 3-0. And the Turkey League, Trabzonspor drew Gaziantep FK 1-1. And that was pretty much one of the, because I only focus on the top fives. So one of the top fives are playing today. As for tomorrow, we have Fenerbahce versus Kasımpaşa in the Turkish League. And I think Galatasaray play during the week in the Bundesliga. Tomorrow we have Dortmund versus Wolfsburg. I will give you guys a tip on this one. Dortmund win this game 1-0 or 2-1. Again, at the Old Westervoll Stadion. They changed the name now to Signa Park. I expect at 1:30 p.m. a victory from Borussia Dortmund on the money spread on the money line at minus 300. Dortmund win this game 1-0 or 2-1. Leverkusen versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. Go with the underdog Borussia Mönchengladbach as +2 or +175. Literally +2. If they will lose, they will not lose by more than 2 goals to Bayer Leverkusen. Let's cross our fingers. As for the French league, tomorrow we have the Le Classique, Marseille versus PSG, the old rivalry in France. They don't like each other, these two. It's an eternal affair between Marseille and PSG and Lyon, but two of the three big teams are playing tomorrow. Put the money on PSG. They will go to the Velodrome and collect the W, whether it's a 2-1. PSG will score more than 1 goal in this game. So it'll be either 2-0 or 2-1 Paris Saint-Germain, or 3-1 or a 3-1 or a 3-0 Paris Saint-Germain. So I expect Paris to win 100%. Monaco versus Metz, go with Monaco. And moving on to La Liga, we have Rayo Vallecano versus Celta Vigo. Go with +1, +2 Rayo Vallecano. Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca. We hope that Diego Simeone don't choke a fan this tomorrow at Mallorca. If you do choke one of their fanatics, you will have to pay for the medical bills, Don Diego Simeone. This man is being possessed by the spirit of Eric Cantona. Instead of kicking people in the chest, he's actually grabbing them by the throat, which is not part of your coaching tutorial, kid. Diego Simeone, you can't be out there choking the fans who pay their hard money to come watch the game, and leaving the game after 90 minutes with bruises because the manager could not control his emotion after losing the game, like we did at Anfield in the Champions League. Please do not put your hands on the fans. That's you will have to pay for the medical bills, and FIFA is not responsible for your aggression. Now, if you do feel like choking something, we're gonna give you a pressure ball while you're sitting at the sideline so you can squeeze, and to put that frustration that you have with your grip and apply it to other items beside fans' throat who are sitting on the sidelines. This is a message to Don Diego Simeone. Please behave yourself when you're at Mallorca tomorrow at 10:15 in the morning. And yeah. Elche versus Oviedo. There is not much in this game, but if you were a fan of these two clubs, enjoy. And then we have Barcelona versus Getafe. My team play Getafe. I expect a big win for Barcelona, 3-0. I expect them to gazump Getafe 4-1. The minimum scoreline I'm expecting for Barcelona is 2-0. And I want Marcus Rashford to give me the same performance that he did at St. James's Park, so he can pull that dub. Moving on to El Calcio for tomorrow, we have Internazionale versus Sassuolo. I expect Inter Milan to bounce back after that embarrassment they had in Turin last weekend. Atalanta versus Torino. This one is a 50-50, but the edge go to Atalanta at -1. 1-0 to 1. They will pull it off. Fiorentina versus Cesc Fabregas's Como. +2 Cesc Fabregas's Como at Fiorenza. We had Cremonese versus Parma. Past that one. Lazio versus Roma, the classic in Rome. I expect the fans to behave. Please behave in that stadium at the Olimpico. We don't want nobody stabbed during the game. We don't want nobody knocked out unconsciously. It's not good for the image of the game and Il Calcio. And the most grotesque one, we don't want fans spitting across the stands tomorrow. Por favor. Gracias mil. Now moving on to the Premier League for the main events. We have Bournemouth versus Newcastle at 9 a.m. Newcastle, I will go with Bournemouth. +1, +2 Bournemouth. This new Newcastle team is it's not looking good. Then we have Sunderland versus Aston Villa. I avoid this game because I don't know how the result's gonna pan out. 50-50. And then at 11:30, I will actually miss this game because I have to help a family member of mine. Well, according to my mom. So damn it, what bad timing they chose for me to. Well, you gotta be there for your family, so I can't watch this game, but I will save it on my recording thing. So when I come back on my football, so I can watch it. So Arsenal versus Manchester City. So I'm gonna do like a little uh, preview of my own on this one here. I don't know what strategy would Mikel Arteta use tomorrow defensively against Manchester City, but if there was a better time to beat them, it would be now. Manchester City are unstable, as we all can see with the results. The reason they beat Manchester United last weekend is because Manchester United is Manchester United nowadays. But without the leadership of Kevin De Bruyne, that man has been a thorn on my side since 2016 or 17 when he was purchased by Manchester City from Wolfsburg. Without that maestro, Manchester City is pretty much naked in their playmaking department. They will rely heavily on Jeremy Doku on the wings, and Phil Foden will play cutting it. If you can neutralize Doku and Phil Foden, you should be able to beat Manchester City because Erling Haaland cannot pass the ball to himself. Just a little to Mikel Arteta. Hello, dummy. Uh, Defensively, there is a rumor that Saliba may or may not start. I would strongly advise that you go full strength against Manchester City. As much as I love Mosquera, you'll have to stay on the bench for this one. Defensively, this is how I would like Arsenal to shape up. Happy birthday to David Raya. Happy 30th. You will be between the sticks. On the right hand side, right wing back or right back would be Julian Timber. Next to him, William Saliba. Next to Saliba, El Capitan Gabriel Magalhaes. Next to Magalhaes is Ricardo Calafiori. In the midfield, I expect to see Zubimendi, El Maestro. Next to him, Declan Rice. In the central attacking midfield position, Arteta, please do not make Arsenal draw or lose this game on your stupidity and your stubbornness. Donkey. I'm doing my Shrek thing. Come on, Donkey. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Donkey. Yeah. Ah. Start with Ebenezer Eze in the central attacking midfield, please. Make sure on the wing that you play either Leandro Trossard. I would rather have you start with Trossard instead of Martinelli in the left wing side. Leandro Trossard in the left wing. Central attacking mid Ebenezer Eze. On the right hand side, if Saka is not ready, I'll be more than happy to go again with Noni Madueke based on his performance in the Premier League last weekend. And up front, of course, is Victor Gyökeres. But if that head injury he sustained from the Gabriel Magalhaes head clash, if he's not going to be 100%, do not risk it versus Manchester City. I know that's what we buy him for. And we all would like to see Victor Gyökeres play the big teams. But if he cannot play because of that head concussion thing, I know this is going to sound funny. I would like Arsenal to start with either Mikel Moreno in the central forward position as a false nine, or you will start Ebenezer Eze in the false nine. I have seen him done it at Crystal Palace in the absence of Maketa. And then Martin Odegaard will play in the central attacking midfield as the captain. Now I know they say he was hurt from the last weekend injury, but he can walk it off. No pain, no gain. Liverpool just beat Everton at Anfield 2-1. The pressure now is back on you to deliver. You cannot afford to draw this game. It's a must-win game for Arsenal FC. Lose this game, you will not win the title because it will all count in April and May. You will end up either second or third. Listen to me. If you lose, if you draw this game against Manchester City, you will not win the Premier League. All this will be accumulated to April and May 2026. And when the numbers come on the table, you will fall short again like in 2023, 2 points or 3 points behind Manchester City. And then I expect the same stupid video recording at the last game of the season. Hey guys, we could have done better. We promise that next year we'll be fighting hard for you guys, and we'll deliver more trophy for you. I'm looking at the cabinet since 2004. I have not seen any trophy. Beside a couple of community shield, which will probably bribe the other visiting team to collect the trophy to motivate the fans to buy a jersey prior to season openers. We need to win this game. Okay? So I'm all for Arsenal tomorrow. If you're asking me for prediction for this game, I'm going Arsenal 2-1, 1-0. There will not be more than 3 goals scored in this game. If they score 4 or 5 goals between them, it will be a big surprise. But if Arsenal play smart, they can escape with a 1-0 in this rivalry game between Manchester City and them. So that's it for vlog episode number 8. I hope that my presentation was up to your satisfaction. As for the NFL fans, I do have my 5 predictions for the big games tomorrow for you guys. Washington Commanders beating the Raiders at -3. Easy. And as for the Chiefs versus the Giants, mm, go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Even though I'm not trusting my team right now, but since we 0-2, 0-2, we are both losers going into this, but me, I'm a loser with trophies. So, hey, I go with the Chiefs to beat the Giants at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Bang, let's go, Chiefs. So that's 2. As for the Jets versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I expect the Buccaneers to beat the Jets by a touchdown. So at -6, by some points, reduce it to -5, -4. Tampa Bay 100% will beat the Jets. That's number 3. So I got 2 more games for you. The Eagles hosting the Los Angeles Rams. Both teams are 2-0, but the Eagles on -3 by a field goal. Or you can increase it to -5, -6, -7 to a touchdown. The Eagles will beat the Rams. On the money line, 100% at -500 to -200. Eagles will beat the Rams. And my last game pick for the NFL for this weekend. 1 second. I have the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Arizona Cardinals, and San Francisco go with the 49ers home advantage -2.5, increase it to 3 by a field goal, or increase it to 4.5 to 5 to 6 points. Touchdown minus the extra point. You collect your money and you have a happy weekend. So that's pretty much my presentation today on both football and American football vlog. And for Alabama, we're not playing this weekend in college football, so I did not even post it up, but I did to send some predictions on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and IG. Go check it out. And that's it's a wrap. So for vlog number 8, featuring NFL prediction, and I'll see you guys next on Monday or Tuesday for the scores review, and I will be back with episode number vlog number 9 next weekend, inshallah, if God allow me to do so. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy it with your family. Do what you guys do to keep yourself happy, and I will check you guys back soon. Peace out. And that's how we do it, baby. It's a wrap. Arsenal, 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 Arsenal. Can't see me, Joker style. We out.